Kelsey again, and today I'm going to show you how to cook one of my favorite Japanese dishes. It's called karaage, and it's basically the Japanese version of fried chicken. The first thing we need to do is cut the chicken up into bite-sized pieces, but you want them to be a little bit on the larger side, so about this big. Make sure you rinse your chicken before handling it, and be careful when handling raw chicken. Keep your area very clean and wash your hands when you finish. Now that we've finished cutting the chicken, it's time to make the marinade. So I'm going to show you what you need. There's two types of paste. This one is garlic and this one is ginger. Then you have to add soy sauce, which in this recipe we're going to be replacing with tamari, which is a gluten-free option. And then cooking alcohol, which is at 8.5%. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 part cooking alcohol and the other part tamari soy sauce. So you're gonna take this, pour in, let's see, I don't want it to go too high because when I put the chicken in it could overflow. So maybe about 1 inch higher, or for those of you that use centimeters, about 2 centimeters higher. Okay. And you're going to be using a lot of your ingredients. I have a ton of chicken to cook. And this comes out really slow, so could take a while. Alright, next we're going to add the paste. And this is basically on your decision on how much you want to add based on how much flavor you want. So I really like garlic and ginger, so I am going to just squeeze a ton into there. Alright. And the next step, the final step for the marinade, is to mix it. And it's best if you do it with your hands to get things fully mixed around in there so that you don't have any chunks of the paste. Alright, so that looks thoroughly mixed. So now we're going to add the chicken. Make sure you gently place it in the bowl so that it doesn't splash on you and make a huge mess. Alright, now that all of our chicken is in there, we are going to put the tin foil cover and put it in the fridge. And then you want to wait about 8 hours for it to fully marinate, and then you're ready for the next step. Alright, so the chicken has finished marinating, so now we're going to get to the next step. So the first thing you're going to need is potato starch and oil. The potato starch is used to bread the chicken, and the oil is what you're going to cook it in. You're going to need a large pot to fill with oil, high enough so that the chicken is completely covered by the oil when you're cooking. You're going to need a bowl to put the potato starch in, and this is where you will roll the chicken in the potato starch and get it all covered. Then the last thing you need is a plate with paper towel lining on it so that it absorbs the oil after you pull it out of the large pot. I've doubled it up for extra absorption, and that's all you need. Alright, so I've filled the pot to about 2.5 inches of oil, and you need to be careful when you're actually begin heating the oil. You want to keep the flame low because if it starts to boil it can spit at you, which can be very painful. And I've also filled this bowl with potato starch, just enough to coat the chicken, which I have over here. I'm going to take the chicken, roll it in the potato starch, and then carefully place it in the oil so that I don't splash. I'll let it cook until the potato starch looks kind of a golden brown color, and if you poke it with, I have cooking chopsticks, if you poke it with the cooking chopsticks, it's just a little bit firm, it's not squishy like raw chicken. And then you just pull it out, place it on the plate with the paper towels, and it's basically done and ready to eat. Now that we have a bunch of the chicken breaded, I'm going to put it in the oil. Let's cook. Alright, so it looks like they're still kind of squishy. They're not ready yet. Once they get firm, I can pull them out and they'll be done. Now that it's all done, you're gonna just tap the oil off a little bit and put it on the plate, and then all that's left to do is eat. This is the final product, and I'm here with my mom. I made it gluten-free, especially for her. So ready?
Ready.
Itadakimasu.
Mmm.